Hello, everybody. This is Evangelist Daniel Kolenda, and I'm coming to all of our friends and partners in Canada with a very special greeting. I'm not here to ask you for anything. In fact, the opposite. I want to express to you for a few minutes my deep and heartfelt thankfulness for the way that you have stood with us over the last several weeks and a couple of months. You know, when this whole COVID-19 pandemic began, it would have seemed very reasonable to me if many of you had reduced or even cut off your giving altogether in the face of such global uncertainty. But instead, I have been absolutely amazed over the last several weeks as I've watched how our Canadian partners have not only continued to give, but many of you have even increased your giving. And it's so amazing to me because, you know, anybody can give in good times. When the economy is soaring and the world systems are all predictable, anybody can trust God. But when things begin to shake, then you see who really puts their money where their mouth is, who really believes God at His word, even when things around them seem to be shouting out the opposite. I have seen that from you, our friends in Canada. And I want you to know something, that this is sincerely admiration coming out of my heart for you. I respect you so much, and I believe that God is going to bless you in a way during this season that will be unfathomable. I pray that when we come to the end of this season of pandemic, that you are going to discover there are 12 baskets full of provision left over. You're going to look at it and say, this is miraculous. How did this even happen? I pray that at the end of the year, you're going to look back at this year and you're going to see that God has supernaturally provided for your needs in one of the most amazing ways you've ever seen in your life, because you've continued to sow like Isaac did, even in the midst of famine. And I pray that you would receive a 100-fold return into your life, not just financially, but in every way. May the blessing of the Lord just flow into your life in this season, in Jesus' name. Thank you so much for standing with us. Thank you for continuing to pray. Thank you for continuing to give. We love you so much, and I want you to know that from our side, we are continuing to work. We've got teams in Africa right now preparing 12 more gospel crusades that are going to happen through the end of the year. And the next one starts in September, and we will see this year more gospel crusades conducted than any other year in the history of the Christ for All Nations ministry. Not only that, I believe that we're going to see more people saved in any year since the beginning of Christ for All Nations, and all of that in a season marked by a global pandemic. Isn't that amazing? Isn't it amazing how God is able to absolutely transcend all of these natural limitations to bring about supernatural results? That's what we're seeing happening, and I'm believing the same thing is going to happen in your life, that as you've connected and as you've sown and as you've given, that the same grace is going to flow back into your life in a supernatural way in Jesus' name. Thank you again. I love you. God bless you.